In 2009, a successful effort, I'll quiet down till you're done over there. 2009, a successful effort began to have companies stop advertising on Glenn Beck's show because the hatred and bigotry contained therein. Now a right-wing group has asked companies not to advertise on a show because it doesn't contain enough of that. In our #1 story, hardware giant Lowe's and several other companies have removed their ads from the TLC program, All American Muslim. Not because it portrays all Muslims as violent terrorists, but because it doesn't. The show follows 5 families who live in Dearborn, Michigan. The purpose is to offer an intimate look at the customs and celebrations, misconceptions, and conflicts these families face outside and within their own community. But the right-wing Florida Family Association saw this for what it actually was, if you're paranoid with delusions of being persecuted, an attempt to make Americans sympathize with terrorists. In an email members sent to advertisers, pre-written for them, they described the show as propaganda, clearly designed to counter legitimate and present-day concerns about many Muslims who are advancing Islamic fundamentalism and Sharia law. And adding, the show profiles only Muslims that appear to be ordinary folks. You know, like the show conservatives who aren't homophobes or racists or sadists or totalitarians. The letter was enough for several companies to fold up and pull their advertising. One of the companies, the hardware giant Lowe's, which said in a Facebook post, Lowe's has received a significant amount of communication on this program from every perspective possible. Individuals and groups have strong political and societal views on this topic. This program became a lightning rod for many of those views. As a result, we did pull our advertising on this program. We strongly support and respect the right of our customers, the community at large, and our employees to have different views. If we have made anyone question that commitment, we apologize. In response to the likes of Lowe's dropping their ads, media mogul Russell Simmons stepped up and has bought the remaining ad time. He tweeted earlier today, just purchased remaining spots for All American Muslim for next week. The show is now sold out. Keep your money, Lowe's, and we will keep ours. I never asked Maysoon Zayid to comment on Muslim stuff because she's a contributor for the show, not a Muslim contributor. But I know this really bothers you, so welcome.
Thank you.
Lowe's comes out with the standard, we're sorry if we offended anyone, apology. Do you think they understand why people might be offended by this?
I know that Lowe's has no idea why we're offended because I actually took the time to call Lowe's.
Oh, my.
And it was even more disturbing than, like, calling the cable company. It was really frustrating because when I called and complained, the first person who answered the phone was, like, some poor Midwestern girl named Tammy who was just trying to make her Christmas money.
Seriously?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for her because she didn't even really know what a Muslim was. And she was like, I don't know if we sell it. And I'm like, no, it's not. You're selling it. You know. And then they read me the statement.
Oh.
And the statement is, like, incredibly vile. It's the type of thing that, like, only Newt Gingrich would say.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense in America what they're saying. They said they pulled the ads because it's a lightning rod issue. And when I pressed them and said, well, what's so offensive? Like, what makes this show, say, more offensive than the pedophile's dream, Toddlers in Tiara, or the polygamist's dream, Sister Wives? Why this show?
Yeah.
And they said, well, they told us it was offensive. So they won't explain why.
And they won't say who the they is. It's just somebody in management decided to pull on this?
I mean, I know who the they is.
Yeah.
The they is the people who are living in mom's basement with enough time to sit and write Lowe's. Like, in all my life, I've never been like, oh, my God, I have to get Lowe's to stop.
Well,
like, who are these people?
Pamela Geller. This is a deeply disturbed individual, and the people at the WorldNet Daily website, which for a long time I thought was a spoof site. I thought it was a really good parody site, and then it turns out they're serious about this crap because they're nuts. They're nuts, and they subscribe to the idea that somebody has to be hated, and you're it. Yeah. Right? That's what it boils down to?
Yeah. It boils down to the fact that I'm it, and I have to say that, like, in everything that we talk about, we kid a lot, but I find Pam Geller to be really, really, truly terrifying. I think the stuff that she does is dangerous.
Yep.
I made the mistake of responding to a tweet. She tweeted me saying that the title of a documentary that I'm in with my partner, Dino Bidala, is insulting and hateful. She's telling me, what's hateful? And you are the most hateful human being I've ever met. And ever since I tweeted her, I have crazy people stalking me.
Do you think that she left off the word hateful enough? Because that's what this is. This is what this is about. This is a show that's meant to show that American Muslims can be part of a stupid reality show just like anybody else, and they can live boring and meaningless lives in Dearborn, Michigan, like anybody can live anywhere. They're almost Kardashians. They're that uninteresting television-wise, and yet people are. It's insufficient. People have actually bought into these crazy notions.
And I've had a lot of people actually point out to me the fact that, well, it's not balanced. It's not balanced because it doesn't show hate. And I'm like, did Jeff Foxworthy show lynchings on his show?
Excellent.
Did the Cosbys have like that great gang episode? When I come here, do I flip over the table because I'm from New Jersey? We don't always have to show the worst of us.
Well, now if you're going to bring up New Jersey, we're going to have a different argument altogether. But lastly, Russell Simmons steps up and buys the ads. What about that?
I always say, who needs Lowe's when you have Uncle Rush?
That's it.
And I also want to say just one last thing before I go. Even though Newt Gingrich said I don't exist, I do. And you're not talking to no one. I'm here.
Excellent. Countdown contributor Maysoon Zayid, as ever. Great. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, that's Countdown for this 338th day since John Boehner and the Republicans took the House. That's 338 days in which the Republicans have not passed a jobs bill of any kind. I'm Keith Olbermann. Congratulations on getting through another day of this crap. Don't forget, don't shop at Lowe's. Good night and good luck.